Welcome to UGC Net aspirants. In today's topic, I will be discussing paper 1 under the unit 2, which is research aptitude, and this will be help you how to face this June 2020 examination. Okay, I'll be going and so here what is a research aptitude syllabus. Okay, so we need to know what is a research, and then what is the meaning, and then types of research, then characteristics of research, then what is a positivism and positivism, and then those approach to research, then method of research. So like experiment, descriptive, historical, quantitative and qualitative methods, and what are the steps present in research, then thesis, article, discussion, and its format, style, everything you want to know, and then application of ICT in research, and then research ethics. So somehow this is a very simple syllabus. And what is research? And it's from two word re plus search, and so it find out something new from while we doing I mean there are difference between discovering and research, and it's a phenomenon, and it's a simple process. Look at phenomenon again and again in different dimensions. So I mean you will be getting some solution, but if you are thinking in some other dimension, you will be getting other solution. That way we want to conduct this phenomena in the different world. Okay, and research based upon fundamental assumption you want to keep, and that is also invariant relationship exists between certain antecedent and certain consequence, so that under a specific set of conditions, certain consequence can be expected to follow and adapt in real world. So here what are the four main objective of this research is it is theoretical objective and factual objective, and then establishment of truth as objective, and then practical objective. And here what are the types of research? As I said, it is quantitative research, so which is carried out by systematic empirical investigation of quantitative properties and phenomena and their relationship. Okay, so next one is qualitative understanding. Quantitative inventing something new, and qualitative can be carried out in human behavior and relation, and find out its behavior understanding. And primary research and secondary research, these are other angle by which we are dividing research. Finding original is primary research, and then secondary research is nothing but, so we need to carried out research to get summary, collection or synthesis of existing research things. And artistic research, so which is nothing but practice based research, creative work are considered. And then historical research, historical method we are following. And scientific research is a major one, because application of science method we are provided to carried out, and then it incorporate scientific information and theorem. Next one is so what other way we can differentiate research? Fundamental research. So for this we have experimental research, historical research and philosophical research. And usually main major research is experimental research, so like medical observation, controlling and content analysis. Historical is will be carried out fast studies with the new exploring facts. Okay, and then action research. Many time this kind of question asked, what is action research? A research initiated to solve an immediate problem. Suppose any new problem arised for a society, so we have to immediately conduct and find the solution. Your applied research, so which is nothing but fundamental research principle. Empirical is nothing but field work based research. So we need to know this meaning so that we can easily score some mark on UGC under research aptitude. And then from the point of view of research, second approach will be longitudinal approach and cross sectional approach. That is also types of research. What are the steps in conducting research? First, these are the steps you want to carry out. Identification of problem, after that conducting literature review, after that specifying purpose of problem, what for we are conducting research, and then you need to gather data related to such purpose. Then we want to analyze and interpret the data what we are collected, then report and evaluating the research. So this is the steps for conducting research. And what are the characteristics of research? So we need to obviously gaining new knowledge, and then emphasis on discovery of new principle we might be gained, and then employ reliable data gathering devices, and research also must be logical kind. Okay, and it must have objectivity. Hypothesis has to be proposed to carried out any research, and then organize data in quantitative form, because from different sample we want to work out whatever research idea we proposed, and then passion and persistent activity. So we should not quickly conduct and finish it, and then lead to careful generalization and conclusion. Okay, and you might be getting research solution which may be to particular things. So then you want to adapt to for all by applying generalization. And what is called positivism and post-positivism? Okay, positivism argue for existence of true and objective reality that can be studied through applying the method and principle of natural science and scientific inquiry. Okay, that is said to be here. So we need to apply phenomenalization, and then deductivism, inductivism. So deductivism, the sense generalized to particular, and inductivism is particular to generalized. Okay, and positivism is considered a contemporary paradigm that developed as a result of criticism for positivism. Okay, and it is also some belief in existence of single reality. And so here this is the approach. And then we need to know research methods, exploratory research, structure and identification of new problem, and then constructive research method, develop solution to possible way, and empirical research, test the feasibility of solution is empirical evidence. So like finding medicine for a particular disease coming under empirical research. And then what are the steps of research we discussed just now? here we'll start. And then what so in setting hypothesis, we need to follow following characteristics. It should be state relationship between variables, so and then it must be noun fact, and it must be tested, and it must be dear in its concept, and it must be objective and specific. It should be embeddable to test the within reasonable time. So because time is very important while proposing such a hypothesis, and then so we discussed these things. Next, what is a paper? Okay, so it is a essay or dissertation to read at a seminar or published in a journal. And what is article? It is a notificational literacy, okay, and then composition that form and independent part of publication is article. And what is workshop? A meeting at which group engage in intensive discussion and activity on particular subject or project. So even we have some practical things. Seminar is nothing but conference for discussion and training on specific subject. What is conference? A formal meeting for discussion or debate, and there people from different sector came and discuss. And then what is called symposium, a meeting or conference for discussion of topics, especially one in which participants form an audience and make presentation. And then what is a thesis or dissertation, advancing a new point of view resulting from research. Okay, so it is for helping academic degree. Thesis and its format we need to follow. We need to have the list of content. Chapter are almost same for every subject of university. Okay, and then it must not have irrelevant things. And also heading should be proper. And so we need to divide the whole part of this into introduction, explanation of topics, and detailed research and its result, reference, and appendices. Okay, well, your number of pages in thesis is going beyond what they stipulating, then you need to keep some extra relevant information as the appendices. Okay, and then of course this ICT, information communication technology, helping researchers in following related way for identifying research area and identifying property information sources where it is available, because we can search over internet, right? And then we are writing literature survey. For that we are this will be keep in ICT. And then either qualitative, quantitative method of research we are carrying out, and then data collection for everything. These are the ICT is very essential. And then this will be for what is the purpose for ICT in research is, suppose every research can be presented in internet, then this may be communicating different researcher, and then information sharing is happen, simulation if in order to carry out some experiment, and the corresponding things may not available with you, then in that case we can go with virtual reality. We remotely taking lab and conducting for our result, and then of course it is for evaluation. And finally we need to go for what is called research ethics. Okay, so research ethic is very very important. So, and also it has to be other with the research principle. Okay, so it's very in that case what are the importance of research ethics? Okay, and they promote aim of research such as expanding knowledge. They support the value record for collaborative work such as mutual respect and fairness. We need to keep among researcher, and then they mean that researchers can held accountable for their action. Okay, and so it is very important, because it will be presenting conflict of interest and misconduct and then research involving human and animal necessary ensure that money is spent appropriately. They ensure that public can trust research. Okay, so because whatever research we are doing, and finally it is a end product to society, so that is important, so they has to believe it, and people has to fund and fund research for carried out, and then they support important social and moral value. Okay, so that is another important things. And so here finally we need to know what are the sampling method present in this research. It is classified into probability method and non-probability method, and some research kind they follow probability. Example are stratified sampling, simple random sampling, cluster sampling. So and then this stratified sampling is proportionate allocation and optimal allocation, and then cluster sampling is one stage cluster and two stage cluster and systematic sampling. Okay, if you are coming for non-probability, so then it is coming under convenience sample, judgmental sample, and quota sample. Okay, and so these are the syllabus for your research aptitude. Okay, so I will be discussing some questions about this research aptitude in next part. Thank you for watching.